Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken very short. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. On second down now, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side. Taylor, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job, D. That's right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch out. 61. Matchbox, right. One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First down, Colts.
Check 26. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Where are they, team? He's checking. Crash.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You. Check 24.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. 3. Charlie. 1. 90 is a mic. Gotta do better.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd down, it's Taylor, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey! 44. Hey! High 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Here we go. Black 20.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, what's the ball? Check. Fresno. Hey, alert. Middle. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. You think back to all the big games that Big Ben has had over the years in his NFL career, and numbers-wise, his biggest game came against these Indianapolis Colts. That was in October of 2014. The numbers from that, gosh, video game like 522 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a 51-34 Steeler win in Pittsburgh. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
You go tight. Protein spill. Jack 16. So spacing. Hey, orbit.
Ben to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
66.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Set. 180. Here we go, D. Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey, switch gears. Switch Jack 16. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Easy. Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds Coleman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
16. Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Ready? Black 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 16. Too little.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Left.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Roethlisberger. This is Coleman with a grab. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
Got 20. Let's go. Alert. 19. Take both of them. Hey, Haywood.
Check 3. Check.
Middle.
Twist.
Mike 19.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Help out. X3. 218. Chop it. 19. These 2. There we go.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
180. Show that bench and you can go. Look facing. Snicker. 30 seconds.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
90 is a mic. You ain't
Mariota to throw it this time. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marcus Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Mariota now to throw on first down. And the catch made by Hilton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Roethlisberger now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, Delta.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And an alley to run. 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Quarter. Hey, exit.
Turn up. Kill.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Roethlisberger. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here's Roethlisberger. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Out. Kill. Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. To throw, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Okay. Block the team.
Block time. Tight end right.
Cluster right.
We got three.
Five.
90 is a mic. Man, I got you.
Hey.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Red.
Throwing, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
Kick 6, baby. Let's kick this.
Stop. 20. Alert.
Watch out.
Let's go.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Brings up second